I'm Johnny Vegas, and you're listening to KopTalk with Dunk. And all you other Liverpool sites, just stop embarrassing yourself, alright?
Yo, what up? This your boy Smooth, straight from New York. You're listening to KopTalk Podcast. Remember this, you never walk alone, but if you fuck with us, you walk with a limp.
All right, guys, how's it going? It is Monday, the 18th of September, 2023, and you're listening to the KopTalk Podcast in association with footballclubshares.com, where you can buy real shares in real football clubs. That's right, footballclubshares.com, which is just like a little website of mine, really. I don't think the theme is working at the moment. It doesn't look right when you visit that website, but it does all work. And you can buy shares in, like, Juventus, for example, like 20 quid's worth or something like that. And it's a lot of fun. I have shares in some of the clubs, but I don't do it for investment. I do it to have an interest in different leagues. That's all. So, and I get a kickback from it, obviously, or else I won't be telling you. So, how are you doing, guys? You all right? It's a long time since we spoke. I want to get back into the habit of doing the podcast. The people that support this podcast, the patrons, they are the most amazing people going, because they have a right to moan, because the podcast is the least updated of everything at the moment. Yet these guys are staying loyal with me. I think we've only had one or two people drop out. So I've got some great people on here, and I am very, very, very grateful. Now, sometimes it's difficult to find stuff to talk about, or there's an overkill on a subject, like the ownership or something. But what I'm going to try and do is try and get episodes out to you as often as I can during the week, even if they're brief, even if they're 15 minutes, you know, and we'll just look at what's being claimed, throw some opinion in there, and if you want to email me, you can at podcast, podcast@koptalk.com, and I always read your emails out, you know, unless they get lost in the spam filter or something. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look at what's being claimed regarding Liverpool Football Club, and we will look at today's gossip in the mainstream media. And hopefully, after doing a couple of episodes, we'll be back in a routine again. Now, there's a claim today by 90min.com. I'm not a fan of that website, to be honest with you. But we are going to start touching on some of the claims and rumours and things out there, even if it's just to put them to bed. I don't think there's anything wrong with this article. Trent Alexander-Arnold close to new Liverpool contract amid Real Madrid and Barcelona interest. So the suggestion is that, you know, he's got 2 years left to run. The suggestion is that they're close to an agreement over a new Liverpool contract, which you would expect to be rather easy, and that Real Madrid and Barcelona have both shown an active interest in the player. I'm not sure I believe that bit. I'm not saying that those clubs wouldn't be interested in Alexander-Arnold if he became available, but I don't believe at the present time that they're actively in the background, you know, monitoring things or monitoring the contract situation or thinking they can get him away. Because I think Alexander-Arnold is one of them players that probably, or you would expect or hope, will be, a one-club man. Do you know what I mean? So there's talks that his wage will increase to around £250,000 per week, in line with the best fullbacks in the world. Now, there's no real credible claims in this. It's just sources have confirmed, etc. You know, 90min understands, you know, this, that, and the other. And they also go on to say that Tsimikas is set to sign a new contract too, because they understand that is the situation. His deal expires in 2025, but he's ready to agree an extension until 2027, with talks nearing a conclusion. Now, with the Arnold one, Alexander-Arnold, they think that he will ink a new deal prior to Christmas. So you may have seen those claims made today. If you have, then that is the source of that. Liverpool will wear their new third kit for the first time on Thursday afternoon when facing LASK Linz in the Europa League. The Reds are yet to sport the purple shirt so far this term, but that will change in Austria, so the new purple kit will be on display. You won't see me in it, but then again, I don't know if one would fit, you know. Alexis McAllister has revealed that Mo Salah and Kostas Tsimikas are the strongest players in the Liverpool squad, overlooking Ibrahima Konate, Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk. In his 6 years at Anfield, Salah has established himself as a model pro, and he's often posting on social media his pre- and post-match gym recovery. Tsimikas, however, is a surprise shout from the Argentine, especially with the Red boasting imposing figures like Van Dijk, Konate and Van Dijk in the squad. When asked by Goal.com about the Reds' strongest player to face in training, McAllister replied, "I would say Mo or Tsimikas. He's all day in the gym," added McAllister of Salah, "so he is very strong." Okay, what else have we got for you? West Ham are reportedly hopeful that Jarrod Bowen will extend his contract at the London Stadium with his current deal expiring in 2025. Now, he's been touted as someone Liverpool could target if Mo Salah was to leave Anfield in favour of a move to Saudi Pro League side Al Ittihad. Well, I think we all know that Mo Salah's going to go out to the Saudi Pro League, to which club that may change. But Bowen's name has been thrown in there as a possible signing for Liverpool. Now, last month, The Athletic reported that the Reds were admirers of him, but seemingly, no interest has come so far. There's been no suggestion from anyone credible that is the case. I think the fans are trying to come up with ideas, suggestions. I personally have picked this player up before, a long time ago, I think, actually. But he would be a good addition to the squad, in my opinion. So, basically, the claim is that West Ham are hoping that Bowen will extend his contract with them. He has 2 years remaining on his existing deal. Well, it's due to expire in 2025, so we assume that's the summer, right? Minamino has been quoted as praising Jurgen Klopp. He's being quoted by L'Equipe in France as saying, "I already knew his way of playing, so I tried right away to put it into action. We can see everyone gets his ideas. For instance, he gives us training plans in which his intentions and ultimate goal are always specified. He always spoke with everyone, even with those who didn't play. For me, this is what makes him such a respected and fair coach towards his players. He manages to get everyone's motivation intact, even the substitutes." Okay, what have we got here? This is... let me just do this. Clickety-click. So, Mikhail, let's have a look. Antonio makes a bold claim over Mo Salah's Liverpool future. This, of course, is the West Ham United striker. Let me close that one down. I do apologise. You see, I never prepare for the podcast. You can tell. You can tell. Anyway, he's been speaking about Salah's offer to move to Saudi. And he said he didn't turn that down, no way. He was locked up and the Reds had put red arrows across. You are not going anywhere. He did not stop that at all. To be fair to him, he didn't kick up a fuss and let them do what they were doing. But I know for a fact that he was ready to go. What else can he do at Liverpool? He's done it. It's a great opportunity for him. That's to go to Saudi. He is a Muslim man, and it had everything screaming out for him. There was no actual negative for the man to not go. I understand he has a contract, which he has fulfilled. So he wins another Premier League title. Do you know what that just means? He has won another. It doesn't add much to anything else. He has done everything he possibly could do at Liverpool. I am saying to you right now, a Muslim man going to a Muslim country, £215 million to Liverpool for a 31-year-old. I just find it completely crazy they have not accepted that. My question to you is this. What do you think Liverpool are playing for this year? Even if you couldn't replace the man, let's call this season a write-off. He needs to wind his fucking neck in him, doesn't he, guys? What's he talking about? Do you know what I mean? And what about who mentioned a £215 million offer? You know, we know that there was that one offer that was made over the blower, and it sounds like the Saudis didn't meet what Liverpool would have needed to make it happen, and we're possibly respectful, and we know it'll probably all go down next year. Come on, we all know that. But he needs to wind his... I don't like it when players talk about other players like that at other clubs, you know. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Hull City manager Liam Rossignol was full of praise for Liverpool loanee Tyler Morton after his impressive debut during Friday's draw with Coventry City. Morton was introduced as a second-half substitute and set up the equaliser for Aaron Connolly 3 minutes from time. Speaking after the game, his boss was quick to praise the 20-year-old. Tyler came on. He's had no minutes because he's had a minor injury. I thought he was magnificent when he came on. He showed so many touches of class, so many touches of quality. He kept us on the ball, was brave, and he showed exactly why we worked so hard to bring him to the club. That 30-minute performance showed exactly why we waited so long to bring him in. He's not up to full fitness at all. I have 3 midfielders in there, Tyler, Reagan, Mika. Whichever of these 2 start, we'll have quality. Tyler's an outstanding young player. He's really happy and turned down a lot of clubs to be here. 3 years ago today, Thiago joined Liverpool for £25 million from Bayern Munich. Now, despite his injuries and that, he has made 67 appearances for the Reds and has won the league and FA Cup. Now, his current Liverpool deal expires next summer, and I think we all expect him to leave. To be honest with you, we know he's quality, but he's one of them players that I forget he's there. I don't really include him in my thoughts when I think about Liverpool. And I was a bit like that with the likes of Adam Lallana and stuff like that. You know, it's like, and Sturridge, you know, and Naby as well. So, but I like him. He's a good player, and but I do think that we expect him to go. But it's been 3 years. Harvey Elliott wants Mo Salah to stay at Liverpool. I did a video about this today on KopTalk.tv. He said, touch wood, he doesn't ever leave, but if he does go, then I want to be that person to learn from him and apply it in my game. Hopefully, as I say, he doesn't leave and he's here for the rest of his career. I will do my best to keep him at Anfield, but to be just learning from him and in the same team as him, it's just a dream come true, as well as everyone else in the team. I've got to be honest, I really like Harvey Elliott, you know, like, not just as a player. I mean, like, just the way he conducts himself, the way he talks, and he's just someone that, I don't know, he seems pretty switched on, that kid. Spanish media has suggested Liverpool as a possible destination for exciting Athletic Club attacker Nico Williams upon the expiry of his contract next summer. Now, these are reports that are coming from Spain. They're not new today. They did come out previously. There's been, speculation about the situation. The La Liga's president, John Uriarte, has expressed his wish to see the 21-year-old renew his contract. The La Liga side president, Athletic Club. Nico, in his quote, he was saying, Nico, like his family, Inaki, his mother and others, are very happy in Bilbao. They love Athletic and they love our project. We are working with both sides so that he can stay. So there's one that you might want to keep a little nosy on, but it's just a little bit of speculation. I like it when we get to the stuff that we think that might be really happening. Do you know what I mean, guys? So not too bad so far on the podcast, considering there's not a great deal to talk about. Let's have a look and see what we've got in terms of the gossip in the mainstream media. This is the bit where I struggle to pronounce everyone's names. You know that, don't you, guys? The Mirror. Manchester United Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay, 26, has emerged as a potential target for Bayern Munich in January, but that's subject to other possible deals. It sounds like he would be a backup option. Football Insider, it would take a ridiculous offer for Chelsea to consider selling reported Real Madrid target Reece James because the England right-back 23 is under contract until 2028. The Mail have touched on reports coming from Spain that say Barcelona are keen on signing Newcastle United and Sweden striker Alexander Isak, 23, as a replacement for 35-year-old Poland forward Robert Lewandowski. Further reports from Spain, Diario. Yes, Aston Villa have joined Liverpool and Barcelona in looking to sign Athletic Bilbao's 21-year-old Spain winger Nico Williams, who is out of contract next summer. Football Insider say West Ham and Crystal Palace could reignite their interest in PSG's French striker Hugo Ekitike in January. He's 21. Football Insider, Tottenham target Conor Gallagher could change his stance on his club future and decide to quit Chelsea if the England midfielder, 23, loses his place in the starting lineup once the team's injury problems ease. Corriere dello Sport, which is Italy, say Roma are considering whether to proceed with a bid to sign Spain striker Alvaro Morata from Atletico Madrid after holding talks with a 30-year-old's agent. The same publication also says that Italy striker Immobile, is how you pronounce his name, 33, is expected to stay with Lazio despite receiving offers from Saudi clubs Al Shabab and Al Weda. DHA in Turkish. Former Germany coach Joachim Low is among the leading candidates to replace fellow German Stefan Kuntz as Turkey coach. Now, Nicolo Shearer is quoted here as the source. Turkey's Football Federation has opened talks with former Italy striker Vincenzo Montella, who ended a 2-year spell in charge of Turkish side Adana Demirspor in June after succeeding Kuntz. Look, I need to grow up. I know I do. That's your lot. That's it. I tell you what, considering, I don't know, 16 minutes so far, I'm going to give a shout out to the squad. If you want to email me, podcast@koptalk.com, I promise you I will read them out on tomorrow's episode. You are very welcome to get in touch with anything that you want to talk about. I'm trying to churn out more content on koptalk.tv, and I will be doing the same on here. Instead of, I am going to start looking at some of the, stuff that I wouldn't normally touch on where I think, that's a load of bollocks, because I'll let people decide, and it gives us something to talk about. I don't want to be sat here twiddling my thumbs all day. Listen, guys, I want to give a shout out to the squad. And the squad is the people that support this podcast. And these people are really, really special to me because, they could be moaning about stuff, You haven't done a podcast. They're good. Amazing people. You can support this this codcast. What the fuck's a cod? What did I say? Codcast? Codpad? I don't know. I don't even want fish. Well, I'm having fish for me tea. www.KopTalkPodcast.com. I think if you want to support the podcast, maybe you don't want to at the moment, but it's very much appreciated. I need your support, guys. We need to battle through the winter. Winter's a very difficult time for me with the website revenue-wise. I want to give a shout out to those people that do support this podcast. Thanks very much to those on the old legacy fan tier. It's no longer available, but I do see you guys still clinging on to that, and I appreciate it. We have the supporters. We have Ricky Harris, Liam Buckland, James Braid. We have Hillary. We have Wayne Brown, Vincent, Tom Brown, Simon, Phil, Mark Bingley, Jimmy, Jamie, Gilmore, of course. We have Harry and Hamza. Glyn Taylor and Aaron. We then have our members, Dale Baker and Craig Halford, Tyler Dean Williams, Paul MC, Matt Meeker, James Lee, Jack Rudgley, Clint, Big Wave Dave and Andrew Evans. And then we have our legends, Michael Couchman, John Watt, David Sutcliffe and Adam Naylor. www.koptalkpodcast.com if you want to join the squad. So I really appreciate the support, guys. I really do. I keep saying to you, I'm going to try and do more content, but I am definitely in that zone now. So that's your lot for today, guys. I know it's not very exciting. Let's give it some time. I did say in a video today I thought that we might see a little bit about the ownership and the takeover. Let's not call it that. The ownership and the potential club sale or investment. I think we will see that surface again. I thought that it would be a little bit later in the year, but keep your eyes and ears open for that. I've been saying that for a while anyway during the summer, so I don't think it's gone away. It might be quiet, I don't know what you're reading on social media because I don't do it. I don't pay attention to that shite, but the journalists that we might listen to have been very quiet on that front. It hasn't gone away, guys. I'm told that in the background there are still people representing, Fenway Sports Group. And so they're still doing what they need to do. So again, the Manchester United situation doesn't help, but we'll see what happens on that front. Just keep your eyes and ears open. I'm planning on being back here with you tomorrow, guys. And once again, I just want to thank the patrons, the people that support this podcast. Thanks, guys.